Wednesday, November 19th, 2 p.m. New York time. Welcome back, investors, to Winning Wall Street's Money. I'm going to discuss day trading. I did a day trade today. I did one day trade today. I did a day trade on currencies using the derivatives in the futures markets. That's a lot of information. And I also scalped them. Day trading. When you open and close a position the same day, you're not marrying it, holding it overnight to the next day. Again, open and closing the same day. Might be open for a few seconds, a few minutes, even a few hours, if that's your style. Scalping, when you're in for just a few seconds to maybe a few minutes. Derivatives, the futures markets, the options markets, insurance policies, those are derivatives. I just shared a lot of information to you. Shame, most financial institutions, media, and other degenerates don't know themselves or don't care to share. That's some good information I just shared with you. Hope you appreciate it. So the currency I traded, again, was in the futures markets. It's on the CME Futures Exchange. And my setup, I'm going to show you, was coming to the trading desk first, looking at the US dollar index, that's on the far left. These are daily charts, 4 grids, daily charts. The US dollar index on the far left. Second from the left is the euro. Third from the left is the yen. And the last one on the far right is the British pound. Right off the bat, you should identify the current candle. Again, they're all daily charts. The current candle of the daily dollar is up, huge. And the other three are down. Euro, yen, pound. Those are the three largest currencies in the US dollar index. That's why I focus on those, because they have a larger weighted average than the other ones. I trade the euro because the euro has the best liquidity, tightest spread, and is the largest weighted average currency in the US dollar index currently. And my pre-market insight was bearish the euro, bullish the dollar, by looking at the daily charts, the daily candles, and taking into lower time frames from there. Again, that was this morning. We're in the afternoon now. Candles do not look the same. But I look at the daily candle because they trade nearly 24/7. I'm looking at if there's a wick, big wick, small wick, what kind of body, small, large, in what direction? Where's the candle? The body. It's on the top. It's the wick on the top or the wick on the bottom. Help identify buyers or sellers. If you want to get a lot more insight, I posted a video this morning on my Patreon page of the currencies top down. That's on my Patreon page for members that are paid on the higher levels. 2, 3, those higher levels. A lot more additional information besides the one I'm just showing you here. So looking here on the far left US dollar index, yeah, broke above the key supply zone. And the euro, the second grid from the left, broke below 0.618. I explained very well what those mean. In the far right, the British pound broke out of that wedge. Now let's go to the next charts. That's what I have called my radar. The horizontal line on top, left to right, is the US dollar index. And the bottom horizontal line, or horizontal charts, left to right, bottom, is the euro. Close to radar. It's multiple time frames. I have it on a different monitor. So I got multiple monitors looking at. And I have the dollar on top because that's the primary. And the thing I'm looking to trade, the asset, is the bottom chart, the euro. Yeah, they going the opposite. So on the far right is the daily. Second from the far right is the 4-hour. The middle grid, the 1 hour. The second from the left, 15-minute. And the last one on the far left, 5-minute. That's the same on the bottom. So I have this radar screen monitor. I'm looking at price action in each of these candlestick price action, on zones I have drawn, swing points I have drawn, identify where we might go running to that day, where we might test that day, or if there's gaps. Give you an example. On the top, the 1 hour here and the 15-minute, this is orange horizontal lines. That's gapped way back from before. I'll open it here. Way back from before. So apparently it filled it today. Let's zoom. Let's go further out. There we go. I just went 10 days out, 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart, 10 days out, far left. See these orange? That was a gap. That was Sunday night. Oh no, that was a Wednesday night, Wednesday night here. I think that was 2 weeks ago. Anyway, gap down. The gap never got tested till today. Ran into that nice. So that being said, early in the morning when I was doing the day trade, I'm looking at these, trying to get an idea what's happening. Well, early this morning, the dollar was stronger. It was bullish. And the euro was bearish. So as I'm watching those, I'm kind of identifying, like, not kind of, I am identifying what I think we might go to today. So my thought was this morning, looking here at the 4 hour chart of the dollar here, I think we were going to go to this supply zone. And I thought we were going to reject it and go lower. We didn't, it broke above it. That's fine because I was trading bearish the euro. So again, strong dollar. Look at this 4 hour chart in the below. Lower euro. Again, I thought we were going to go here, test it, and do a reversal. And then I'm looking at these lower time frames, the 1 hour, the 15-minute, on zones I have labeled tier 2 and swing points. Now, I'm going to put this on the 5 minutes. Actually, let's put it on 15. Nope, we'll put it on 3. There we go. Oops. Now we have 3 grids on the top from the far left, 5 minute, the middle, 15-minute, and the right 1 hour. This dollar in the bottom, again, the euro, 5 minute on the bottom left, bottom middle, the 15-minute, and the bottom right, the 1 hour. I'm going to queue in my trades on the 1 hour first. So again, my trades, I just queued in my trade because it was one trade. I traded the euro, but again, I want to have the lines on the dollar so I can show the comparison. So now we're looking at the 1 hour. So it's interesting here. Bottom right, see this big red candle, big wick. What a fake out. You think it's going to go higher. All those people got trapped up there, rejected, went lower. Went lower, then a reverse. Big, strong green candle. Again, think it's going to, after an inside candle, this yellow candle, big, strong candle. Think it's going to go higher. Nope. What a fake out. A lot of fake outs. Thank goodness I was on the bearish bias because I was using the higher time frame to put my bias into work. The higher time frame was telling me we were bearish the euro, so I'm looking for retracements on the upside to short. You can see the same thing here inverse on the dollar. Let's cue in the middle chart, the 15-minute, with my, let's take off that 1 hour now. So now we're looking at the top left, 5 minute, top right, 15-minute, bottom right, 15-minute, and bottom left, 5 minute. So on the 15 minutes on the top, same thing. See how the overnight, the dollar was running up here. The purple line is 8 a.m. The blue is 9 a.m. and the yellow is 9:30 a.m. when the stock market opens. Right off the bat, you see again, there were some pumps in the euro. And then after the 8 o'clock hour, see this on both of them? The 8 o'clock hour reversed and went lower. What a fake out. And the euro reversed went higher at 15 minutes from this right here, this red candle on the bottom right. Nice. Bearish stop hunt. What a trap. That would have been nice if I took that trade, but I wasn't ready for trading yet. Yep. Let's take it to the 5-minute now. Again, the point is a lot of fake outs throughout the day, just like higher time frames. Candlestick reading. That's what I'm reading. 5-minute chart. Now I'm going to show you on the, let's do those two only. Oops. Looking at the 5-minute on the top, 5-minute on the bottom. But the difference again is the euro's on the bottom and the dollar's on top. The dollar, again, is derivative trades in the futures market, but trades on a different futures exchange. Close enough. There we go. 5-minute chart. This purple line, 8 o'clock, top of the hour. Look, the dollar starts to trend down. What a fake out for several 5-minute candles. And the euro traded up. Real easy for fake outs. And then coming to the blue vertical line, 9 a.m., which is equivalent to the 4-hour candle. Yeah, we already reversed between the 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. On both of them, we reversed. There wasn't economic news, I don't think, those times. Then we come into the yellow vertical line, New York Stock Exchange open. And down on the bottom, right here, this 5-minute candle, yellow candle, inside candle. I took my short during that session and went lower, lower, lower on each of these 5-minute candles, and I closed and took profits. This gray vertical line. Because we broke that swing low here. Gonna zoom in now, show you. Yellow vertical line. Sorry, yellow horizontal line. We broke it. And I was concerned we might bounce. You're gonna see that on the 1-minute I'm about to show you. So now we're on the 1-minute charts, far left, the euro, and the far right, the dollar, the 1-minute charts. You're gonna see my better entry and exit clearer off the 1-minute than the 5-minute. We're zooming from 6 to 10. There we go. Again, the purple line is 8 a.m. Let's zoom in from 7 to 10. I have that label because I want to know when the 1-hour candles are done, so I can look at the higher time frame. Yep, so you can see the purple vertical line at 8 a.m. They both reversed. The trends reversed. Ran up a good time. They pumped it up higher. On the far left, I'm looking. That was it. And then from that point on, continue going lower the euro into the 9 o'clock hour. And then before the New York Exchange opens at 9:30, again, a minor reversal. That's where I start to see the fake out. I'm going to zoom in some more. 8:30. Let's zoom in from 8:30. And then you see here, got this red horizontal line I drew. I'm seeing this consolidation here. I'm thinking, okay, break down, another consolidation. Staircase pattern, lower low. I went short here. I'll zoom in some more. Yep. I see this white candle, body opens and closes the same. I'm looking at this as distribution. I'll show you on the dollar, and the dollar was look like it was accumulation. So I went short here on the euro on the far left. Lower, lower, lower. I had this consolidation here. And then we had this smackdown right here. Nice. I'm short still. Good. And you can see it on the 1-minute on the dollar too on the far right. This big impulse move up here on the dollar on the far right. I think that's nice. Rushing. And my concern is the dollar going to first touch the swing point high, or is the euro? because that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to close the trade. We just might have a pause or reversal using caution. So now watch the chart on the left, the euro. Getting closer to it. Zoom on the right. So the dollar broke it first, the swing point, and broke it strong. And you can see here on the far left, the euro didn't break it yet. Well, it broke it. Yes, it did. It broke it there a little bit. It did break it. But then it continued going through reverse. So you see the dollar was strong, continued going higher. And then finally, look at this huge smackdown on the euro. And I was like, well, that's a big move. A lot of energy go down there. I'm taking profits. So I took my profits after the minor candles reversed. And sure, what happened? It continued going lower. I left a lot of money on the table. I didn't lose. I made profits. I'm a happy camper, but I left a lot of money on the table. Yeah. Thank you as always spending just time with me. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching.